On the 15th anniversary of the attacks of 9/11, Major League Baseball remembers all those that lost their lives on those horrific attacks, and we shall never forget. As we welcome inside the Big A and back to Angels Baseball on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and of course, just over 15 years ago, Major League Baseball was part of the healing process, Gooby, and of course, who could forget George Bush at Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, Victor, such a difficult time for the entire country, but baseball, because of the history and what it's able to do as far as get your mind away from what had happened, and George W. Bush goes to the mound, throws it from the pitching rubber, a perfect strike to home plate, and all of a sudden, a little bit of a healing process started happening around this country, all because of what we saw in baseball. Mike Piazza also a big home run also after that. So baseball was certainly a big part of it in the healing process.
And while we keep everyone in our thoughts and prayers, even to today, we do have a baseball game to play this afternoon as the Angels and the Rangers wrap up this three-game set. Colby Lewis against Jared Weaver, veteran pitching matchup.
Yeah, you mentioned that right, Victor. Veterans going at it. 6-1 for Colby Lewis this season, making his first start since June 21st. The Angels have had a lot of success against him, and Weave has been unbelievable at home against the Rangers. 11-0 with a 2.22 ERA, 16 wins overall against the Texas Rangers. Got to have that feel for the curveball. Pitch backwards, and you should be successful.
Let's see if the Angels can pick up the final game of this three-game set. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. Going to bring you the lineups in the first pitch when we return.
Great deals on amazing cars are going on now at your Hyundai dealer. Visit buyhyundai.com today. By Jack in the Box. Taste the all-new Brewhouse Bacon Burger today for limited time only at participating restaurants. By your Southern California Toyota dealers. By Mercury Insurance, on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by the Jeep Renegade. Find your inner Renegade and reach your highest potential with an EPA estimated 31 highway miles per gallon. Welcome back out to Angel Stadium. The final game of this three-game set as the homestand continues. The Texas Rangers have taken the first two of this 3-game set. The scores of 2-1, and of course last night 8-5. We'll see what the Angels and Jared Weaver have in store tonight. Jeff Bannister and the Texas Rangers sitting atop the American League West with a 9.5 game lead over the Houston Astros with an 85-58 record. And why not have Carlos Gomez lead off once again? He had the 2 home runs last night. He's back in that leadoff spot. Ian Desmond in center. Rougned Odor had the night off, dealing with a little hamstring thing, but he's back in the lineup. Batting third at second base. Adrian Beltre will DH tonight. Mitch Moreland in first. Nomar Mazara in right. Jurickson Profar the shortstop. Hanser Alberto gets to start at third base, and it's Robinson Chirinos batting ninth and doing the catching as they take on Jared Weaver. Weaver on the season, and you recall the last time out got drilled in the back on a line shot, but appears to be all right, making his 28th start. 10-11 and a 5.37 ERA.
Yeah, looking to pick up that 11th win of the season. My go-tos for Weaver to be successful today is continue that home success against the Rangers. 11-0, 2.22 ERA, and pitch backwards. In other words, in fastball counts, especially when you have Gomez leading off, instead of that fastball, use that breaking ball early on.
There's the defense for the Halos this afternoon. Ortega, Trout, and Calhoun in the outfield. Escobar, Simmons, Cowart, and Crone from third to first, and Carlos Perez behind the plate.
And getting the start out in left field, Ortega, 34 start in left field, 6 outfield assists. One of 9 outfielders to play in that left field position. Has been very good as far as going and being aggressive on a fly ball, but that throwing arm, excellent.
Weaver ready to go, as is Carlos Gomez. He saw the very first pitch and deposited over the left field wall last night for a home run, one of his 2. Has 9 on the season now, 213 average, 41 runs batted in. Only 2 hits he had. He made them count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bunt, it goes foul. It is 1-2.
That's a pretty good indication that not seeing the ball real well out of the hand of Jared Weaver's throughout his career for Gomez. This 3 for 16, 188 batting average. We talked about how he's struggling against off speed and breaking balls. Weaver has a plus changeup and a very good curveball slider combination.
One, 2. Down goes Gomez. And the tag is applied. 1 out. It's a high breaking pitch, it seemed like.
He went upstairs with his pitch, looking for that changeup. Instead, ran that 84-mile-an-hour little cut fastball upstairs.
Here's Ian Desmond, 1 out. Center fielder hitting .290, 22 home runs, 82 RBIs. Texas had a total of 12 hits in last night's victory. Desmond lifts one out toward shallow right field. Caleb Cowart going out. Will make the catch for round number 2.
That's always a good sign when you get Weaver to get pop-ups in the infield. Good play by Cowart going back on that one. In my Hyundai key for this game today, going a little Alan Jackson. Remember when? Obviously on this day, we all remember where we were and never forget.
Rougned Odor with a night off last night. Came out of the game Friday night with a little tightness in his hamstring. Sat out as Profar got the start at second. But today it's Andrews getting the day off, and Odor is back in the lineup. 280 average, 30 home runs, 82 runs batted in. Also with 29 doubles.
Well, that's a real good curveball from Weave. 69-mile-an-hour pitch. And that's the thing that he does so well, to get back in the counts, able to throw his breaking ball and change up for strikes.
This is fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Weaver, of course, in his last start at Oakland, Ended up going 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, all earned on 4 hits. Struck out 4, walked 3. Also drilled in the lower back. Trying to complete a 1-2-3 inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Odor is 3 for 13 against Weave.
Two now. Breaking pitch, and Odor goes down swinging. A couple of strikeouts for Weaver as he puts the Rangers down in order. Led to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Check out Mike Scioscia's lineup for the Halos. Game number 142 at 62 and 79, and a similar lineup we've seen the first 2 games, especially in the top 6 in the order. Escobar, Calhoun, Trout, Pujols, Crone, and Simmons. No changes there. Ortega gets a start at left. Perez behind the plate, and Caleb Coward will bat ninth and play second base as they take on the man who's been around a long time, it seems like, and it seems like the Angels on the offensive side seem to hit him fairly well. He's just off the disabled list. It's Colby Lewis on the mound.
And he's been very good on the road this year, 4-0 with a 1.29 ERA. My go-tos to be successful against Lewis is look away. A lot of pitches away, whether it's his fastball, cut fastball, off speed away, and square up mistakes. He will give up some home runs, 13 of them in 98 innings pitched this season.
Escobar hitting .319 on the season. 3 home runs, 34 RBIs. Had a multi-hit game last night, going 2 for 4 with a walk. Lewis on the DL with the right lat issue. Ended up having to be extended onto the 60-day disabled list. Originally placed on the DL back on June 22nd. Making his 16th start of the season. This one's driven out toward left center field, hit pretty well. Going back on it is Gomez at the wall, and that is gone. Big fly for Yunel Escobar. The Angels have themselves a 1-0 lead.
Well, we talked about squaring up those mistakes by Colby Lewis and the Angels, including Escobar with real good numbers. Now 7 for 21 with a big fly. His 4th home run of the season. You know, Escobar. It's our Carlos Cam replay. Certainly worthy of with a swing like that. Fastball, lower part of the strike zone. Barrel the bat and the lift. And the carry here in the day, home run. And the Angels on the board right away with a solo shot leading off the game.
You mentioned his 4th of the year. His first since April 27th against Kansas City. Not known for the long ball. The Angels hit their 144th to take a first inning lead. Here's Cole, and he drives one into right field, and that is going to go for extra bases. That was a rocket. Calhoun easily strolling into second with his 27th double of the year.
Yeah, in this lineup today for the Angels against Colby Lewis, there is 7 batters hitting at least 300 against Colby Lewis. And you can see those swings once again. That's a little cut fastball upstairs. Cole Calhoun able to bring his hands up and lines that one down in the corner. 27 doubles, 2 extra base hits already against Colby Lewis. 8-11 in his career versus the Angels. 6.26 career ERA for Lewis against the Angels.
So man in scoring position with nobody out here in their first, and Trout at the plate. The Angels have really struggled in this series with men in scoring position. Just 3 for 21 through the first 2 games. Last night 2 for 12. As Trout fouls the first one back. So the opportunities have been there against Texas pitching. They just have not been able to capitalize. Last night Cole Hamels was bobbing and weaving. They ended up getting through 6 innings and allowing just 2 runs on 5 hits. Got a no decision. Matter of fact, both starters spinning the hook. You will. 1 ball and strike on Trout. Mike last night had a couple of hits, 2 for 4. Also had a sac fly, picked up a stolen base. Pitch foul back, 1-2.
And something away. Arms extended for Trout. Good swing at that pitch. Percentage of pitches for Lewis. His fastball is 85-89, about 52%. Slider 32%. Curveball at 9, changeup at 8. And a lot of pitches are upstairs for Colby Lewis, and in a day game here at this ballpark, the baseball will carry very, very well.
Home run by Escobar, double by Calhoun. 2-2 to Trout, and he'll go down swinging for out number 1.
That hard little slider for Colby Lewis down and away out of the strike zone. Real good location for this pitch after a couple pitches upstairs. Tight break to that slider down. A big swing and miss.
Albert hitting .266 with 29 home runs, 110 RBIs. 0 for 5 last night. He'll look at a slow breaking ball for a strike. Beautiful afternoon. 81 degrees at first pitch. 1-1.
Albert, .313 career hitter versus Lewis with 3 home runs, 7 RBI. So looking for that home run number 590.
One and 2. Nothing Halos on Escobar's 4th home run of the year. Albert looking for number 30 of the season, for 590 of his career. And checked his swing. No, he went around. First base umpire Chris Conroy rings up Albert, 2 outs.
See if he did indeed go and across the plate. No question there. Back-to-back break balls in the dirt for Lewis. 2 hitters that have had a lot of success, especially power success against them. 7 home runs combined. Swing and misses.
So 2 outs, Calhoun still at second. Here's C.J. Cron. CJ had an RBI double in his last at bat last night, so he went 1 for 4. The double is 19th. The RBI is 63rd.
Crone .333 batter against Lewis in his career, 7 for 21 with an RBI.
One ball, one strike. And Lewis, for the most part, will just live away. He'll show you the occasional pitch inside. Most of the stuff's going to be breaking, slow away, such as that. 2-1.
Last start was June 21st. But if he keeps getting hitters to expand the zone and chase those sliders off the plate, he's going to be successful. Like we mentioned, he just said the same thing, Victor. He pitches away a lot. He'll show a fastball up and in, but it'll be sliders and fastballs away.
It's still a fastball, though, at 86, 88 miles an hour that you could still turn on. It's not an overpowering fastball on the inside part of the plate. He stayed away. 3 consecutive strikeouts after giving the home run and a double. The Angels take a 1-0 lead as we head to the second.
Boy, a real good swing from Escobar, picking up his first home run in quite some time, 4th of the season on that fastball from Lewis.
Two loud hits to start the bottom of the first, a home run and a double, but then 3 consecutive strikeouts by Colby Lewis to put an exclamation point on that first inning. Weaver had himself a 1-2-3 first, including a couple of strikeouts, and he'll deliver a strike on Beltre to lead off the second.
Yeah, combined 5 strikeouts for the veterans in the first inning.
Beltre DHing this afternoon, and he will hook one down the left field line. Ortega toward the corner, and this game is tied at 1. Adrian Beltre with his 28th home run of the season, and he picks up his 95th run batted in.
Second career home run against Weaver, and Weaver's throwing the ball very, very well to Beltre in his career. 218 hitter, this 19 for 87, now 20 for 88 with 2 home runs.
Just like that, Texas answers back.
39th career home run for Beltre against the Angels.
There's Mitch Moreland. First baseman comes in batting .250 with 22 home runs. 58 runs batted in, and Moreland will take a slow breaking ball for a strike. Moreland rips one down the line, but foul. Goes into the seats. No balls, 2 strikes.
And Moreland, one of the few guys in this lineup today for the Rangers against Weavers, has some success. 308 batting average. .12 for 39 with 2 home runs.
Went 0 for 3 last night, got hit by a pitch, but he had 3 hits on Friday night, including a couple of doubles. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Out to left field, Ortega backing up on it. 1 down.
And now it's time for In the Driver's Seat, brought to you by Kia, with Weaver on the mound today for the Angels and a success at home. 11-0 at home versus the Texas Rangers. More wins versus 1 team with no losses. Pat Malone had 18. Dizzy Dean had 17 at home against the Cincinnati Reds. Jamie Moyer, 12 against the Baltimore Orioles. Weaver looking to go 12-0 against the Rangers in his career.
Nomar Mazar, the right fielder. The rookie hitting .274 with 17 home runs and 57 runs batted in. Had a 1 for 4 game yesterday. Got a triple. A little fly ball down the left field line, and he'll sky this one out to shallow right center. Trout coming in. 2 down. Hey, get your red on and create memories with the family. Angels Baseball is a great family fun for everyone. For only $44, get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 soft drinks with the Friends and Family Fun Pack. Just go to angels.com/funpack for more information. 2 outs, nobody on. A 1-1 game here the second. Here comes Jurickson Profar. Starting shortstop today. .254 average. Got the start at second base and batted 9th last night. Went 1 for 4. 6 doubles, 2 triples, 5 home runs. 18 runs batted in for the switch hitter. 1-1.
More consistent velocity on his fastball the last 3-4 starts for Weaver, 84 to 86 range. Good location on that little 2-seam fastball to run that one back on the inside corner.
There's the 1-2. Downstairs, going the off speed. Check swing, went around, and Profar goes down swinging. But Adrian Beltre with a leadoff home run here in the second ties the score at 1 as we head to the bottom of the inning. Out of the second on the 15th anniversary of the attacks of September 11th. Patriotic Cap Day here at the Big A. Courtesy of Chronic Tacos. Thank them for their sponsorship of this afternoon's giveaway. And Simmons leading things off against Colby Lewis. That's a 1-ball, no strike count on the Angels shortstop, hitting .283 with a home run and 34 runs batted in. Again, that is Colby Lewis to a T. That's where he's going to live. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Throws a lot of strikes, or gets strikes called, and swings that on that pitch off the plate.
Breaking pitch, and Simmons gets into one out to left field. Gomez is back. He'll pull up. Gone! Andrelton Simmons goes big fly. And the Angels are back on top, 2-1.
Simba time going yard. So Escobar and Simba today. Number 2 of the season for Andrelton Simmons. It's our top tier play brought to you by Arco. Breaking ball. This time it stays on the inner half, and Simmons was ready and drives it out to left center field, giving the Halos back the lead 2-1.
The unlikeliest of duos as far as the long ball. Escobar and Simmons. Here's Ortega. And Rafael will take a strike. Starting left fielder today, hitting .218 with 5 doubles, a home run, and 9 RBIs. The last time Simmons and Escobar hit home runs was on the exact same date, April 27th, against Kansas City. As Ortega flips one out to left field. Here comes Carlos Gomez, and he'll make the catch. 1 down.
Catcher number 58.
And almost the exact same place.
One down. Banding at the start in the first 2 games behind the plate. Carlos gets the starting nod today.
Carlos 3 for 4 in his career versus Lewis.
And he shoots one out toward left center field. Gomez not going to get there. It'll one-hop the fence. Racing toward second base, and he is in there with a double.
Make that now 4 for 5 for Perez against Lewis. 4th extra base hit in the game for the Angels so far. 2 doubles, 2 home runs. Fastball that stayed in the upper part of the strike zone between that slider and fastball. When he misses location, it's going to go a long way. He will battle. He will make you try to chase out of the zone. Hitters, bring him in the zone and have success.
There's Caleb Coward. Caleb a swing and a miss. .237 average. 3 doubles, a home run, and 4 RBIs. Starting second baseman today. One ball, 1 strike. Caleb hits one sharply towards second and gloved by a diving Rougned Odor. What a play by the Rangers second baseman for out number 2. Takes a hit and an RBI away from Caleb.
He's made some errors this year, Odor, but a lot of times it's been on the throw. You can see the range he has. He's been dealing with that little bit of a hamstring issue. Great jump, diving play. It looked like it was going to be for sure an RBI single for Coward. Said a ground out. Very good play for Odor.
There's Escobar. Escobar 1 for 1 with a home run. And that's a strike. 4th home run, 35th RBI. That was in the first. One pitch. Fouled off 1-2.
Similar zone where Escobar hit out against Lewis. 88-mile-an-hour fastball, lower part of the strike zone. Had a good swing at that one also.
Here's the 1-2. Down in the dirt. Nice block by Chirinos. Does a nice job behind the plate.
A very solid defensive catcher.
Relegated to the backup duty now with the acquisition of Jonathan Lucroy. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Perez at third. Chopper towards short. That's Profar. Inning comes to an end, but the Angels retake the lead on the home run by Andrelton Simmons. He will head to the third with the Angels up 2-1.
Simba time going yard for the 2nd time this season.
Honors those who have served and all of our service members at home and abroad. Top of the third here at the Big A. It's a 2-1 Angels lead. 2 solo home runs by Escobar and Simmons. Beltre with a solo home run for Texas. 8-1 for the Rangers. Alberto, Chirinos, and Gomez. As Hanser Alberto, starting third baseman today, is behind in the count at 0-1. He'll foul this one back. No balls, 2 strikes. Alberto hitting 171 with a double and 4 runs batted in. 28th game for him at the major league level.
And Weaver, a lot of strikes early on. 25 pitches thrown for Weaver. 19 of them strikes. Trying to sneak a fastball up and out of the strike zone at 83. Now you would think, especially with a high fastball, you have him set up for his curveball.
chopper foul. Count remains at no balls, 2 strikes.
Mislocation on the fastball. Carlos Perez was setting up in with a fastball. It drifted out over the plate. Alberto pulls it foul.
Good breaking ball, 1 away. 3rd strikeout. Check that 4th strikeout for Weaver.
Great spot. He had him set up with a couple of fastballs. His one being upstairs, another one out over the plate. Finishes him off with a very good curveball. You see where that starts, and look where it ends. Starts at the letters. Earlier in that at bat, a fastball up around the letters. Followed it up with that curveball.
Robinson Chirinos having a good season, although now, as we said, a backup catcher. 205 batting average. Defensively, very good. Offensive side, seems like he rakes against the Angels. He has 8 home runs on the year, 18 runs batted in. .286 average against the Halos with 3 home runs and 4 RBIs this year. He'll drive this one out toward right center field. Long run for Trout, and he will get there. Make the catch, 2 down.
Good closing speed for Trout. Has made so many outstanding plays behind Weaver.
Two outs, nobody on for Carlos Gomez, who struck out to lead off the game. Up and away.
See that velocity on the fastball, 86 upstairs for Weaver. This is where Weaver's at his best. Doesn't give in. Good feel for that secondary pitch in a fastball count.
3 balls, no strikes.
Tried to slide her on the outside part of the plate, a little bit off the corner.
First 3 ball count for Weaver. Fastball, and he walked him on 4 pitches. So Desmond will bat with 2 outs and a man on.
Definitely a stolen base threat here. Gomez with 16. Weaver with a very good pickoff move. 25 career pickoffs for Weaver. It's a pretty good pitch. It's lower part of the strike zone, didn't get called.
Checking in on Gomez. 16 stolen bases this year. It's been caught 3 times. Good lead for Carlos at first. Desmond takes upstairs, and all of a sudden 6 out of the zone for Weaver.
And for being so consistent for the first 2 2/3 innings as far as the strike zone. It's kind of going away for now for Weaver.
Dual pitch. And all of a sudden, just kind of went away from him. 3-0. Desmond popped out his first time up.
And he's going to that danger zone, too. A lot of these pitches that Desmond have been high pitches. That's exactly what he hits so well. 392 batting average on high pitches in the strike zone.
There's a strike, 3-1.
And that's a spot right there that Weave doesn't want to go back again to. Upper part of the strike zone, dangerous spot.
Full count.
And that's the spot right there. 85-mile-an-hour fastball in the corner. Now he's got an option now. Back to the 3-2 count. He can throw a breaking ball here. You know how well Desmond hits the ball the other way.
Gomez on the move. 3-2. It's a breaking ball. And he popped him up again. Caleb Coward puts it away. And Weaver gets out of it. We'll head to the bottom of the third with the Angels up 2-1.
Night, 7th inning with 1 on. Cole Calhoun went down and got a fastball, lines it out right center field for a 2-run home run at that point, giving the Angels the lead in that 7th inning. That was his 17th home run of the season. Already a double in this game. Continues to swing the bat exceptionally well against Lewis. 15 for 35 in his career.
Halos will set up 2, 3, and 4 here against Colby Lewis. It'll be Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols. Cole a double, ripped one into the right field corner, his 27th of the year. Gets popped up on the third base side. Hands are Alberto, the third baseman, coming down the line. 1 down.
Now here's today's Cold Hard Facts, which were brought to you by Clean and Crisp. Where's light with Mike Trout coming to the plate. 30 home runs, 30 steals seasons in Angel history. Bobby Bonds did it in 1977. Mike Trout did it in 2014. Just 3 home runs and 5 steals away from doing it again this season for Mike Trout.
Trout struck out swinging in the first inning. Lewis striking out 3 in that first after the home run and double.
Saw last night Trout swinging 3-0, green light, sac fly. Might be doing the same here.
And he'll work the walk. First one issued by Lewis to go with the 3 strikeouts. It'll bring up Albert.
Once again, Trout to strike out that first at bat. Colby Lewis a little less apt to challenge him. 4 straight pitches out of the strike zone. Trout with walk number 97 on the season.
One ball, no strikes.
Trout with one of those outside shots of 100+ walks, 100 runs scored, and 100 RBI. Right now at 89 RBI on the season. Well, he's throwing some real good sliders to Albert so far. It's almost forcing Albert to drive that ball the other way. He can make the adjustment on his fastball inside, throwing 87, 88. Albert's hands are that quick. And I think in terms of driving the ball to right center field, unless it's a break ball mistake.
This one's driven out toward left center field. Moving back on it is Desmond on the track. He'll put it away. For out number 2. Just got it toward the end of the bat. Trout back to first.
First baseman, number 24, C.J. Cron.
Cron struck out of the first, so he's 0 for 1. And that's driven out to center field. It'll fall in. Heck of a line shot off the bat of Cron. Oh, the sound that his double had last night.
Now it's time for Trolls of the Trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks. You know, Escobar getting that hands down and through the baseball so well, catches that fastball out in front. And then Simmons, the same thing, almost the exact same part of the plate where you get that pitch out in front. That's what you got to try to do against Colby Lewis. Escobar, Simmons driving the ball out to left center field, catching that pitch out in front of the plate and doing damage with the barrel of the bat.
Second home run of the season for Simmons. 35th run batted in. He's got 2 men on with 2 outs.
Well, that baseball was hit hard by C.J. Cron to center field.
Anderton's skies went out to right field. Mazar is there. And the Angels' third is in the books. Way to the 4th. Halos up 2-1. of 2-1. Odor, Beltre, Moreland coming up for Texas to face Jared Weaver.
Lots of Trout signs out in the outfield. He always throws a baseball out to right center field after they have the warm-ups in between innings.
Odor thought about chasing it, takes a strike. He struck out in the first, so he's 0 for 1. He hits one out to right field toward the end of the bat. 1 down. Hey, get your red on as the Angels take on the Blue Jays this Friday, September 16th at 7:05. Fans in attendance will receive a commemorative Mickey Mouse replica statue while supplies last. Just go to angels.com/promotions to get your tickets today. Adrian Beltre homered leading off the second inning. He's 1 for 1. That one misses low. The home run is 28th. The RBI is 95th. One and 1. Home run that Beltre hit just beyond the 347 mark down the left field line.
That's a pretty good fastball right on the outside corner.
Yep.
85-mile-an-hour pitch from Weaver. See, the thing with Weaver, because of that arm angle, we've talked a lot about that this season, a little bit different arm angle than we saw the previous 3 or 4 years. 3/4 delivery. It's been very, very effective for him, regaining some velocity on the fastball.
2-2. Fouled back. Two balls, 2 strikes with 1 out in the 4th. Off speed, little flare, and beyond the reach of Caleb Coward with the shift on. And Beltre with his second hit of the afternoon.
Kind of jammed him on a changeup in. Brought his hands in just enough to get it by Coward. Not an easy thing to do. Good range, pretty tall enough to be able to jump up and make that play. Couldn't do so.
Here's Moreland. Hit a fly ball to left field to Ortega in the second. Three infielders on the right side with Moreland up. That one is just a little bit high. Good off speed. Although dangerous, because with the shift on, that could sneak out for a double.
That could roll down there for quite some time. Escobar playing in a shortstop position. Ortega playing well over in left center field. Ton of room down that left field line.
One pitch. Breaking pitch, fouled back. One, two. Got him looking on the inside part of the plate. 2 down.
And credit Carlos Perez on that one too. Weaver going in with that no-seam, two-seam fastball inside, but he set up that target just a little bit off the plate to be able to bring it back, and he hits his spot. Great pitch by Weave. Great job by Carlos Perez.
Strikeout number 5 for Weaver. And showing no side effects after the line drive in his last start. Looked very crisp so far this afternoon. He'll face Nomar Mazara here with Beltre at first. And 2 outs. Mazara fouls it off. Skied 1 to Trout in the second inning.
Mazara picked up those first career hits against Weave here. Goes that fastball. Tried to run that up and in. And drifted out over the plate, just above the strike zone, though. Now a quick conversation with Carlos Perez and Weaver.
Oh, 1. No balls, 2 strikes.
Boy, a lot of confidence in that fastball and command today for Weaver. And they count 0-2 once again. 56 pitches thrown, 38 of them strikes.
Do you go the same way you did with Moreland? Go that front door fastball, inside part?
You know, at this point, because you've thrown some pretty good fastballs to him, I'm thinking something slow, down and away. See if he'll chase.
Beltre took off, and he'll pick up a stolen base.
That pitch is almost right in the middle of the plate, though.
One ball, 2 strikes with Beltre now at second.
Well, that 0-2 pitch, though, was right there, and a good changeup. Tried another changeup against Mazara. Now you think he's going to try to sneak a fastball by him, but you have to be careful with location here against Mazara.
Texas last night 3 for 10 with men in scoring position. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Breaking pitch got him swinging. Down goes Mazara, and Beltre is stranded in scoring position. 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. To get out of a little trouble in the 4th inning before the game. California Army National Guard Aviation Branch Major and Black Hawk helicopter pilot Matt Jackson throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. This is the 15th anniversary of the attacks on September 11, 2001. And he had some gas on, had a little velo on.
Yeah, I like that. With some movement, too. Very good first pitch.
Halos here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll have the bottom 3rd of the order. Ortega, Perez, and Coward. Bunt, foul. Ortega fly ball to left in the second. Just off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Colby Lewis with 3 strikeouts, all 3 occurring in the first. 1 walk, 5 hits allowed, 4 of which have been extra base hits. 2 doubles, 2 home runs.
And he will show in just enough, but it's generally going to try to pitch away. We got inside on Ortega.
Full count.
Slider once again. Mentioned coming into this game, he hadn't pitched at major league level since June 21st, but 32% of his pitches, sliders. Real good road numbers this year for Lewis. 4-0 with a 1.29 ERA.
Well, chopper left side. Alberto to his left. 1 down.
They're watching Beltre make so many good plays at third base. First 2 games in this series, Alberto makes a good one there against Ortega. See if Perez can continue that good swing against Colby Lewis. 4 for 5 in his career.
Double out to left center in his first at bat, 13th of the year. Two balls, 2 strikes.
How hard is it? Just throw it to the catcher.
This one out toward left, not very deep. Gomez has to come racing in, and he will get there and put it away for out number 2.
He's got outstanding range, and the outfield is very good throughout his career as a center fielder, so you know he has good coverage. Runs that one down.
Two outs, nobody on. Caleb Coward up.
Yeah, he hit the ball real hard his first at bat, but Odor made an outstanding play against him.
This one out toward shallow left center field. Gomez is there. They'll put it away, and the Angels down in order for the first time this afternoon. We'll head to the 5th. Halos up by the score of 2-1. Making the world a better place. That's why we donate to causes we care about. By El Pollo Loco, new chicken tenders. Try them today at El Pollo Loco. By USAA Insurance, banking and investments tailored for the military community. And by the 3-row 2016 Mazda CX-9. Halos up by the score of 2-1 as we start the fifth. Bottom third of the order coming up for the Texas Rangers here. It's Profar, Alberto, and Chirinos. Weaver at 59 pitches. Most he's thrown in one inning has been 19. That was in the third. 6 strikeouts for Weaver so far today. 1 walk and 2 hits allowed. A home run to Beltre in the second, a single to Beltre in the fourth.
It's another good pitch on the inside part of the plate. Good slider.
Just missed. 2 balls and a strike. Profar struck out to end the second, so he's 0 for 1. Little dribbler. That's a fair ball. Perez throws out Profar, 1 out.
Enough life on the fastball so far for Weaver in this game. It's really set up the all-speed pitches very, very well. Nice play by Carlos Perez.
Here's Hanser Alberto. Strikeout victim leading off the third. Oh, Carlos, nice effort.
That's not easy to do, to get from that catching position.
Not at all.
To try to react and get back there as quick as possible. He almost got there, though. See how difficult that is. Great reaction he had. Just couldn't quite get there in time. Good effort.
Oh, 1 count on Hanser Alberto. Start today at third base for Beltre. This one's fouled off.
Tons of strikes. Sorry, Victor. Once again for Weaver, 52.1%. It's the highest percentage of pitches in the strike zone, 6th best in the major league. 65 pitches, 43 of them strikes.
Called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. 2 down. Strikeout number 7 for Weaver.
Pitcher number 61.
Great location, that fastball. Gets to call, 84. It's like season high as far as punch outs for Weaver with 7.
He had 6 back on May 22nd against Baltimore here at the Big A. Worked 7 innings in that one. Breaking pitch, and it's tapped foul. Chirinos a fly ball to center field. His first at bat.
Chirinos has good pull power. Something on the inner part of the plate. That's where he can do the damage.
Oh, 2. One and 2. Trino skies went out to shallow right. Cole has to come in. Cowart was on the shift, and that falls in there. We saw this once before. I think it was in Oakland, right? With Cowart playing second base.
A long, long way for him to try to go to get to that pop-up. You see where he's at. He's on the shortstop side of the base. Last second, he looks up to see where Cole's at. That's one of those plays where Cole's almost better off just calling it from the get-go, because especially with a little inexperience playing second base for Cowart, a long way to go. A lot of times in infield, you're waiting to be called off, but until that point, though, you go all the way back and try to make the play. One of those difficult ones as far as communication.
Gomez with a big swing and miss. Struck out in the first, walked in the third. The only free pass issued by Weaver. It was on 4 pitches. So Chirinos gets credited with a single. He's at first with 2 outs. Gomez pops it up. Carlos Perez, C.J. Cron, and Carlos bobbles it, but it hits the net. It's a foul ball.
Hits the glove, hit the net, and then he got it with his bare hand. Once it makes contact with the net, it's out of play at that point. Foul ball. He reaches like that, you see it hits the net. It's a real good job there by Ron Culpo to be in that position to call that.
0-2 count.
Sixth 0-2 count of the game for Weaver. Trying to pick up a couple of his teammates here. See if he can finish off no damage. The one thing it does force Weaver, though, is to throw some extra pitches.
Just off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two Chirinos on the move, and this one's fouled back.
Another pretty big jump. Saw that with Beltre. Weaver's allowed now 18 stolen bases on the season. 26 attempts.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Gomez. A 2-out single, stranded at first. Play to the bottom of the 5th. Halos still up 2-1. Expand on it. They'll have the top of their order coming up here with Escobar, Calhoun, and Trout. Colby Lewis, 3 strikeouts, and all 3 occurring in the first after giving up the home run to Escobar and a double to Calhoun. Lewis struck out Trout, Pujols, and Cron in succession to get out of that first. The only walk he's allowed was to Trout with 1 out in the third. Halos left 3 men on base, a couple in scoring position. Bunnell takes a strike. 1 for 2 with a home run and a ground out. The home run is 4th of the year and his first since April 27th. As a matter of fact, both home runs, guys that hadn't hit a home run since that same day, April 27th. That one's in tight. Escobar throws the bat, does not get hit, fortunately.
That's the one thing Colby Lewis has to do during the course of the bat on occasion is throw something inside to open up that outer part of the plate. He's going back away again.
1-2. This is back up the middle, a base hit. Another multi-hit game for Yunel Escobar.
That's a pretty good pitch, too, to go with that pitch. Slider, after a fastball in 2 pitches before. Slider on the outside corner and a slider there, and he goes right back up the middle. Like you mentioned, Victor, another multi-hit game for Escobar. Batting average now of .322 for Escobar.
Lewis, where's the reliever? You're done.
Cole will look at a strike. Ron Copeland called a lot of strikes today.
And a couple veteran pitchers who throw a lot of strikes.
Yeah. Seems like the first 2 games of the series, whoever was on the mound, whether it was a Ranger or an Angel, a lot of deep counts, a lot of pitches thrown.
Left center looks a little open to me. Find it.
1 ball, 1 strike. Cole with a double in the first. That's his 27th of the year. Was stranded in scoring position. And he popped out on the infield in the third. So 1 for 2 games so far.
Very difficult to steal a base against Colby Lewis. This has allowed 2 stolen bases. 6 base runners have been caught trying to steal. Hit and run's a better opportunity against him than it would be a straight steal at any point.
Bouncer foul. 1-2.
You can see by that side view, he is very quick. A lot of slide steps. Times to the plate, 115 to 125 range, which is quicker than most pitchers. Again, not overpowering stuff, but very quick to the plate.
Trout on deck. Cole chases a pitch down and in. He'll go down swinging for the first out. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP.
Great career numbers against the Rangers. .330 career batting average. It's a 99th game for Trout. Very good numbers. 4 career home runs against Colby Lewis with 12 RBI.
Mike struck out in the first, walked in the third.
Trout also with 19 career home runs against the Rangers. He's looking for number 20 on that swing.
And that's it there. I mean, that's pretty much his best bolt at 85 miles per hour.
Runs it inside. This is try to make sure that Trout is unable to get the barrel of the bat on that. But Trout, with his short swing, can turn on that one also.
Torino set up back outside.
That's the pitch he got him out on the first at bat. That little slider, a little bit off the outside corner. I would not be surprised if he sees 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 more. Same spot if he has to.
Lewis is garbage. Come on, Mike.
Two down. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Went right back to that slider once again off the plate.
Escobar still standing at first. Here's Albert. The strikeout and a fly ball to center. One 0. Breaking ball. This is low. 2 balls, no strikes.
And you would think good fastball count here for Albert. With Colby Lewis and his feel for a slider. Surprised if he would throw one.
Two one. Albert hits one toward third. Alberto will go the short way, force out Escobar. The Angels get a leadoff single and nothing more. 5 in the books. It's a still 2-1 Angels lead.
.535 passing. Fox for 18th in the all-time home run list. Let's go to a game break in Toronto. 2 on. Here's that home run for David Ortiz, a 3-run home run to put the Red Sox ahead of the Blue Jays as they battle in that AL East. They win 11-8. Have a 2-game lead over the Blue Jays.
Ian Desmond with a big swing, pops it up to shallow right. Caleb Cowart is there to make the catch. It's the 3rd time today that Ian Desmond has popped out to Cowart. This one a little more adventurous. 1 out.
Again, always important against Weaver to see hitters out in front and getting a lazy pop-up.
Leadoff man retired to start the 6th inning. Here's Rougned Odor, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a fly ball to right.
What a changeup. 74-mile-an-hour changeup.
Down and in. A 2-1 count.
Tried that two-seam fastball inside, but this time it had a little more cut action. Comes right back with that changeup. Even though it's out of the strike zone, still the differential in the speeds. The pitch before, 84. That changeup, 74. 10 mile an hour differential on those two pitches.
Odor gets underneath this one, pulls it down the line. Cole near the wall and runs out of room. Ball hung up there for a little bit.
That's some carry too.
Yeah.
It looked like he jammed them pretty good.
Breaking pitch, fouled back. Eight strikeouts for Weaver. And this is popped up. Playable for Carlos. 2 down.
Another one of those swings where the hitter's out in front off the end of the bat. Good changeup once again. 3 really good changeup in that sequence for Weaver against Odor.
Bring up Beltre with 2 outs, the bases clear. I mentioned those 8 strikeouts for Jared. It's the most strikeouts he's had in a game since he had 12 against the Houston Astros on September 13th, 2014. That was a game that he started here. Had 12 punch outs in 7 innings. Career high is 15 strikeouts. That was against Toronto back in 2011. Beltre, 2 hits, a home run and a single. He's also picked up a stolen base, and he hits this one out to left field. Ortega racing back and make that a 3-hit game for Adrian Beltre. His 2nd home run of the game, and it ties this one up at 2.
And that pitch drifted back on the inside part of the plate. And as soon as Weaver let go of that pitch, he knew it was trouble, especially against Beltre. 29 home runs now on the season, giving him 96 RBI. This break ball backs up on him. And with that swing and the swing path that Beltre has, able to get the barrel of the bat, no way going to be able to keep that in the yard.
So 2 outs, nobody on for Moreland.
It's a 31st multi-home run game for the future Hall of Famer, Adrian Beltre.
Fourth of the season. Moreland skies one on the left side at the left center. Simmons going out. Ortega comes in. Puts it away for the 3rd out. But Adrian Beltre with his 2nd home run and 3rd hit ties this one up at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
September 11. Throughout baseball, American flags flying. Hats, giveaway hats here today.
C.J. Cron to lead things off here for the Angels in the bottom of the 6th inning. A 2-2 game now. 74 pitches for Colby Lewis. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. And Cron fouls the first one back. It's a 0-1 count.
And he had a pitch to do some damage. Just got underneath that. Hit a rocket to center field his last at bat.
Action beginning now in the Texas Rangers bullpen. This is Lewis's first start, just coming off the disabled list, activated today. Michael Roth taken off the roster for Lewis. Dario Alvarez, a left-hander. Tanner Shepard's the right-hander getting ready. Shepard's pitched last night, picked up the win. Here's a 1-1. Taking ball down and away. TJ 1 for 2. A strikeout in the first, a single in the third. Two balls, 2 strikes.
More likely you'll see that slider going down and away. Change up there. Came right back with that slider. Would not be surprised if he tries it again.
Absolutely got him with the slider in the first inning. It's been his go-to pitch. There it is. He overthrows it. It's a leadoff walk. Second free pass issued by Lewis. And it will bring up Andrelton Simmons. Hey, get your red on it. Join us Sunday, September 18th, a week from today at 12:35 p.m. for Salute to Kids Day. Kids in attendance will have the chance to win great prizes courtesy of Discovery Cube, Topps Trading Cards, and San Diego Zoo Safari Park, just to name a few. Visit angels.com/promotions to get your tickets. 2 more Sundays of Angels baseball at home. Angels at home for the rest of the week. Seattle coming into town for 3, then the Toronto Blue Jays for 4. The Angels will go down the road for their last road trip, 3 in Texas against the Rangers, 4 in Houston. And finish up the regular season.
They're coming into spring training
with 6 games.
And even in the start of the season, you would feel real comfortable about this stretch of games in September. Great home stands in the end of the season, which would you want as a team trying to battle into the postseason.
Simmons a home run in the second, a fly ball to right in the third.
That was a throw over just to see if Simmons would square around to bunt. Don't see that happen. I would think more in terms of a hit and run than I would think of a bunt here.
Both Alvarez and Shepard's ready to go on the Rangers' pen. Drano's set up inside. That's in off the plate. That's just for show. 1 ball, 1 strike. And if patterns are anything to go off of, you would think the hit and run would be a pretty good selection right now after showing in that he's probably going to go away with a breaking ball.
Especially how well Simmons handles the bat, and there's a pretty good gap there in the right side of the infield. And another quick throw over to see if something could be on. And some room in that right side of the infield. Odor playing more so towards the middle, not a complete shift on. See this room right here, a lot of room to be able to hit a ball in that part of the field. if you want to put a hit and run on with Simmons.
1-1. Down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Leadoff walk to Crone. He's over at first. A 2-2 tie. CJ's on the move. And that went off the plate and it's fouled off.
Looks like we thought at some point a hit and run on. Slider down and away. Off the plate.
Two balls, 2 strikes now. Lewis, where he was basically cruising in a pretty good tempo. He's kind of slowed things down now, getting at the end of his start. Crone again on the move. And the throw is high, and CJ's in there. A full count on Simmons.
Texas looking in there. Profar looking over at Jeff Bannister to see if it's worth taking a look at. Trinos with the high throw. They're going to take a look, see if the tag was made after the foot. Looks like the foot is there first. Then he pops up in the air. And it looks like at that point the tag on him as the back foot is going to touch the base. See, foot's there first. No more contact with the base. The tag is put on. And at that point, looks like Crone is going to be called out.
I'm surprised how late CJ went in sliding.
I mean, that's a dangerous slide because there's no movement in that base there.
Should get overturned. Call on the field is safe, but like you said, he kind of disengaged after the left foot made contact. Headsets are coming off, so it looks like a quick decision here. And he is out.
See right there, the foot is there first, but then there's no more contact with the back leg onto that base. Good decision by Profar to point in to Jeff Bannister right away. They went in and checked in inside. It's a big out. You know, in a late slide like that, it's very difficult to maintain contact with that front foot as you hit the base that late of a slide and that hard of a slide.
Especially for a guy that's not accustomed to doing it. 3-2. Simmons launches one out to left field. Gomez moving back at the wall. How about this? Simba goes deep for the second time. And the Angels are back on top, 3-2.
To put it in perspective, 1 home run on the season for Simmons, 2 today. 2 out of 3 home runs. Fastball tried to sneak it in. A nice job once again bringing his hands inside. The leverage, he's got that toe tap and then threw the baseball and out to left field for Simba.
3rd career multi-homer game for Andrelton Simmons. The first since 2013. And Beltre and Simmons with multi-homer games. This one will chase Colby Lewis. We've got ourselves a pitching change in the 6th inning. And the Angels are up 3-2. Bottom of the 6th inning, still batting with 1 out. And Jeff Bannister decides to go to the bullpen after the home run by Andrelton Simmons. It's Dario Alvarez taking over. In and out, who's in, who's out. Alvarez, a 27-year-old left-hander, native of Santiago in the Dominican Republic. Pitching in his 7th game with Texas. No record, an 8.59 ERA. He started the season with the Atlanta Braves and came over in exchange for Lucas Harrell. Shane Robinson will pinch hit here for Rafael Ortega.
Alvarez fastball is 91 to 90. Slider, occasional changeup.
Ortega finishes the day going 0 for 2. One ball, one strike. Shane, 176 average through 53 big league games this year. 2 doubles, a home run, 7 RBIs. 0 for 5 as a pinch hitter. 1-2.
It's that hard slider down and in.
Two balls, 2 strikes prior to this year. Alvarez had pitched the big leagues briefly with the New York Mets. 4 games in 2014, 6 games in 2015. Two. Robinson down the line. Alberto with a nice backhanded play. Gets rid of it quickly. 2 down. Two out, nobody out for Carlos Perez. Kobe Lewis, by the way, 5 1/3, 7 hits, 3 of which were home runs. Escobar had 1. Andrelton Simmons with 2. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 runs, and 3 earned for Lewis in his first start off the disabled list. Cardinals a double in the 2nd, his 13th of the year, and a fly ball to left at his last at bat. Profar on to first, and Alvarez finishes off the 6th, but the Angels retake the lead. Gilby on the long ball.
Boy, Simmons really got that swing working today. Not 1, but 2 home runs. First multi-home run game as an Angel for Simmons. Low shots. The Angels lead this one 3-2, top of the 7th. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you have come to expect and more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices, including a free subscription to @Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details.
Jared Weaver back to start the 7th. Omar Mazzara takes down and in. Mazzara, Profar, and Alberto, 6, 7, and 8 for Texas here in the 7th inning. Rangers right fielders 0 for 2 with a fly ball to center and a strikeout. Pulled toward first. Crone's got it, takes it himself. 1 out.
Shortstop, number 19, Jurickson Profar.
Shane Robinson, by the way, stays in the game. He's in left field. Angels bring in Cliff Pennington at second base. No other changes for the Angels.
That was just the second ground ball out of the game for Weave.
Out towards shallow center. Here comes Trout dealing with that sunshine, and we'll put it away for round number 2. 2 quick outs for Weaver to start the 7th.
Pitch hitting for Alberto, number 13, Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo to pinch hit here for Hanser Alberto. A lot of power in this bat. The guy that also will strike you out quite a bit.
Another 0-2 count for Weaver today. Been very effective, throwing a ton of strikes. 94 pitches, 65 of them in his strike zone. 7 times ahead of the count 0-2.
Just inside. 95th pitch for Weaver. Hasn't worked 7 innings since July 17th against the White Sox. Ripped foul.
Yeah, on average this season for Weaver, 91.4 pitches per start.
Two balls and 2 strikes.
It's a pretty good spot with a changeup. Weaver wants to know if it's a 2-2 count.
Two on the way. Upstairs, full count.
He just tried to guide that changeup. The right pitch. Didn't quite execute it the way we've seen that changeup throughout this game.
Gallo, 240 average at AAA this year, with 25 home runs, 66 runs batted in. Facing a 3-2 pitch. He'll foul this one off.
Went with a slider in. Gallo extremely strong. Be very careful if you're going inside with the pitch.
Another 3-2, and he walked him. Weaver upset it himself. A 2-out walk puts a tying run on board.
And not the easiest thing to do ever is, as a manager, and Mike Soch, we were talking about it today, have to go out to the mound and take out Weaver. And 100 pitches exactly on the nose.
He'll hand the ball off and depart to a nice round of applause, and he'll also depart with a 3-2 lead. A pitching change here at the top of the 7th. For Jared Weaver, 4 hits, 2 of which were home runs to Beltre, I should say, 2 runs. That's it. He's responsible for Gallo standing at first base, 8 strikeouts and 2 walks as Mike Moore takes over here. Robinson Chirinos is the batter that is due up, although Jeff Bannister could go to his bench and bring in a guy like Jonathan Lucroy. 53rd game for Mike, 2-2 mark, a 4.65 ERA. He pitched Friday against Texas and went a third of an inning, gave up a run on 2 hits, total of 3 pitches. Looks like Carlos Beltran, switch hitter, is going to come up and pinch hit for Robinson Chirinos. Figured they were going to counter the move. Beltran had the afternoon off up until now. He's starting the first 2 games at DH. 299 average this year, 27 home runs, 86 RBIs. As a pinch hitter, he's 1 for 7. Pennington out at shallow right with the shift on. Simmons toward the middle.
George, the day of EMT's rolling.
Two balls, no strikes. Definitely can't come in and start falling behind guys.
How about this hitter at the plate? Carlos Beltran. An excellent hitter, especially in big moments.
Two and one. Two-one count with 2 outs. Tying run over at first, Joey Gallo. A strike with a fastball. 2-2. Quick throw to first base. Gallo gets back easily. Two-two. Yes, he did. Looked like he went around. He did. He gets rung up. Moore gets the strikeout. It is stretch time here at the Big A. The Angels maintaining a 3-2 lead. And on this 15th anniversary of the attacks on September 11th, we will stay right here at the Big A as we honor America with the singing of God Bless America.
Kindly remove your hats. Prior to singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, please join Malia Savets in singing God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with fire. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Just in the bottom of the 7th, Halos up 3-2, looking for some insurance runs. Joey Gallo pinch hit, stays in the game. He's over at third, and as we expected, Jonathan Lucroy comes in and plays catcher after Ramos and Chirinos was pinch hit for with Carlos Beltran. Lucroy goes in that number 9 spot in the order. Here's Pennington's first plate appearance. Took over defensively at the top, beginning at second base. Dario Alvarez, who finished off the 6th, is back out for the 7th.
By the way, what a game by Weaver this afternoon. Outstanding effort.
.201 average for Pennington, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs at the start Friday night. At second base, went 0 for 3. This is lined out to left field. Gomez coming in on it, and he'll play it on a hop. Fortunately for him, it hit his body.
Yeah, because that ball was going to get by him for at least a double, if not a triple. One of those in-between plays. You go in and try to slide to catch that, or you play it in front. Good swing here by Pennington. Brings those hands in, lines a 94-mile-an-hour fastball in left field. And Gomez coming in, stops, and then fortunately for him, the ball hit his leg.
Just a second hit for Cliff Pennington from the right side of the plate this year. Now 2 for 17. Here's Escobar. First one's a strike. Now 2 for 3 with a home run in the first inning and a single in the 5th. Ground ball to the right side. Odor's got it. Feeds Profar for one. Spins around. Low throw, and it's dug out by Moreland. Pretty nifty double play turned by the Rangers. 2 outs.
And that was not an easy one to do so. Profar's made a couple really good plays at second today. A quick feed over to Profar to spin around to throw the first. And then Moreland with a scoop. A very good fielding first baseman also. 4, 6, 3 double play. Well done.
Oh, foul tip into the mid. 0-1 count on Cole is 1 for 3. Double back in the first inning. One ball, one strike. That is ripped down the right field line, but just a little quick on it. So it goes foul. 1-2. Texas in the 8th inning will have the top of its order due up, and Gomez, Desmond, and Odor. Angels have right-hander J.C. Ramirez getting ready. Tried to bounce back after his outing Friday night.
Contrast between his fastball and the way he throws compared to Weed and Mike Moore.
Out toward left center field. Desmond moving over, and we'll put it away for the third out. The Angels are done here in the 7th. We head to the 8th. Halos up 3-2.
To J.C. Ramirez here in the top of the 8th. Halos with a 3-2 lead over the Rangers. Stick around after this game for Angels Live, brought to you by your SoCal Mazda dealers, Tim Salmon, Jose Mota, Alex Curry with the interviews. And in case you missed any of the 9/11 pregame ceremonies on the 15th anniversary of 9/11, we'll show you the sights and sounds on the postgame show. And Simba, of course, with the big game, and Jared Weaver. Hope to hear from the Weave Sosha as well. I tell you what, Victor and Mark, a lot of guts from that veteran, the wily vet, Mr. Jared Weaver.
There's no doubt he threw the ball so well today, Patrick. I'll tell you, fastball was pretty consistent, 84, 85, 86. Feel for the curveball, outstanding. Changeup, slider, the same thing. Did a very good job. The only guy that really had a good swing against him, Adrian Beltre.
J.C. Ramirez, 61st game, 2-4 record, a 4.92 ERA. Went one inning on Friday night, gave up 3 hits, one of which was the home run to Adrian Beltre. That gave Texas a 2-1 lead. Ramirez takes to the mound. A 3-2 lead here in the 8th inning. Gomez, Desmond, and Odor with Beltre due up 4th. This is the leadoff single by Carlos Gomez. So he's 1 for 3. Now you've got to deal with the speed of Gomez at first base.
And you know, first pitch swinging, especially on a fastball, even though that was at 99, upper part of the strike zone, stayed back and punched that in the right field.
Desmond 0 for 3 with 3 pop-ups to shallow right field. Mike Moore finished off the 7th, striking out Carlos Beltran, keeping a 3-2 Angels lead. We were going 6 2/3, allowing 2 runs.
Picked him off. He was leaning. And another Angel pickoff. 22 on the season.
Trying to think of why Gomez lowered the shoulder as he was getting tagged by Simmons, too.
Yeah, the only time that works is if you don't have the baseball, you're looking for interference. See going? Quickly throws over. Nice job by J.C. Ramirez to be able to hold that baseball.
Not sure I understand that.
Your ideal thing in a rundown as a base runner when you're called, you're trying to run into, when C.J. Cron throws that ball, you don't have the baseball any longer. You're trying to make contact. Otherwise, you're thinking in terms of trying to knock that baseball out of the glove of Simmons. Not going to do so against Simba. Amazing. 22 pickoffs, leads the majors in that category. Angel pitchers.
0-1 to Desmond. He'll skyward foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Check swing foul. Count remains at 0-2. Rugnet Odor on deck. Texas with 2 runs, 5 hits, have stranded 4. Halos with 3 runs, 8 hits, and left 5 on base. That's a called strike. 3 down goes Desmond, 2 outs.
99 on the fastball. Trusting that movement, runs it back on that outside corner. One of those pitches right there as a hitter, you're just frozen because you're thinking that pitch is off the outside corner, but he brings it back, 2-seam action on the corner at 99. You're at the mercy of the umpire because there's no way you're going to make contact with that pitch. Real good movement on that 4-seam fastball.
Odor Just got a piece of it? Nope. He went down swinging, and Ramirez gets the job done. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th with the Angels up 3-2. They will have 3-4-5 coming up. New pitcher on for Texas. It's Tanner Scheppers. Pitched last night, picked up the win. Has not pitched a whole lot this year at the major league level. Had microfracture knee surgery in the offseason, back in February to be exact. And like I said, came in and pitched last night, picked up the W. Now 29 years of age. Southern California product. He faced Mike Trout, lead things off. First one for a strike. Trout 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Pujols to follow, then Crone. Fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes.
That's a pretty good swing on a low fastball. Trout's got that batting average. Very solid, 309 on low pitches this season. Shepard's going to be 92-97 range with his fastball. We'll throw occasional slide, curve, change.
1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Trout. Trout goes down looking, 1 down.
.97 on the fastball. Both pitchers, both J.C. Ramirez and Scheppers, rushing a fastball up in upper 90s.
1 out, and here's Albert 0 for 3.
Big time swing at that first pitch fastball.
Albert hitless in the series. It's jammed, flares, went down the right field line, and it'll go foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Tied him up and bounce it off his leg. Shepard's a product of Fresno State. Supplemental first-round pick in 2009. 42 games out of the bullpen last year with a 5.63 ERA. He's had one stellar campaign. That was in 2013, and this one's lifted down the left field line. Gomez, long run toward the foul line. Gets there, puts it away for out number 2.
First baseman, number 24.
The season that Shepard's had in 2013, 76 games, 6-2 mark, and a 1.88 ERA. 2 outs, nobody on, and C.J. Cron coming to the plate. Cron, a strikeout, a single, and a walk. He's been on board twice, and he'll take inside. You head to the 9th inning. The Angels up by a run. Texas will have Beltre, Moreland, and Mazzara due up. Check swing, went around. 1-1. Angels have Andrew Bailey getting ready in the bullpen.
Well, with Cron's power to square one of these Shepard's fastballs up and go a long way.
It's jammed, breaks his bat, flares it into the dugout.
That's some running action too at 97.
One-two pitch, breaking ball, back to the mound. Shepard's has it. We will head to the 9th inning. Halos up 3-2. They will turn the ball over to Andrew Bailey, trying to pick up the final game of this 3-game set. The game of this 3-game set, and they turn the ball over to Andrew Bailey, making his 4th appearance for the Angels. No record, no ERA, 3 innings. He has struck out 3, walked 1. He's picked up a couple of saves Sunday and Monday, one in Seattle, one in Oakland. And trying to close it out for the Angels here this afternoon. Beltre, Moreland, and Mazzara are the 3 batters scheduled to face Andrew Bailey. Beltre's had a big game, 3 hits as the DH this afternoon for Texas. 2 home runs and a single. Also picked up a stolen base. Beltre now with 29 home runs in the season and 96 runs batted in. Bailey tried to close it out for Jared Weaver, who went 6 2/3 today, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits. First pitch swinging, fouls it back.
Bailey has 5 career saves against the Rangers. This is his 22nd game versus Texas. Pretty good ERA, 2.91.
Fastball, foul back again. It's an 0-2 count.
That's great location, that fastball, though. Down and away. Going to force Beltre to hit it to the big part of the field.
Both home runs out the left field for Beltre. One down the line, the other into the bullpen on a hanging breaking ball from Weaver. 0-2. Fastball, and this was lifted out to right center. Pennington going out. He can't find it. Here comes Cole Calhoun. He'll make the catch. Pennington had no idea where that ball was at. Unfortunately, Cole tracked it the entire way, one out.
And Cole had to go a long way because he's playing deep against Beltre. When you talk about covering a lot of ground, look how far he's got to go. Pennington has no idea where that baseball is at. And last second, Cole's able to call him off. An all-important first out.
One out, nobody on, and here's Mitch Moreland with the shift on. Moreland today 0 for 3. Couple of fly balls to left and a strikeout. Cubs will play the Astros later tonight. Seattle and Oakland tied at 2. That game at the top of the 7th at the Coliseum in Oakland. Astros 9.5 back. Seattle 10.5 back in the Western Division. 2 balls, no strikes. Texas will travel down to Houston to start a series tomorrow. Two ball. There's a strike, 2-1. Bounce over to first, fair ball. Cron waves off Bailey, 2 down.
Good off-speed pitch. Nice play by C.J. Cron.
So 1 out away from picking up the win for Weaver. A save for Bailey. And the unlikeliest of duos with the long ball helping the Angels today. Escobar with 1 home run. Andrelton Simmons with 2 home runs. 3rd career multi-homer game for Simba. Bailey wants to do baseball. Nomar Mazar 0 for 3. Line of center, a strikeout, and a ground out. Halos will stay home and take on the Seattle Mariners beginning tomorrow night. 3-night games. And the Blue Jays in town for 4 beginning Thursday night. Here's the first one. Mazar takes a strike. Bailey's been nothing but a strike throwing machine for the Angels through the first 3 appearances, and now this, the 4th. The 0-1, 0-2. Guy that struggled this year out of the bullpen for the Philadelphia Phillies, claimed off waivers. Pitched briefly at AAA, and now given the opportunity to close for the Angels here in late September. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Light that baby up as the Angels take the final one. 3-2 the final today, with Weaver picking up the W and Bailey his 3rd save.
Boy, what a job by Bailey. Jared Weaver outstanding once again, and the big flies. Simba with 2. Escobar with 1, just enough to beat this very powerful, dangerous Texas Ranger lineup. They'll be able to salvage the 3rd game in, but Simba, the story with 2 big flies today. But Weaver, what an outstanding game, and Bailey's been doing a great job closing it out for the Halos.
Not a lot as far as the firepower on the offensive side for the Angels. I mean, they did rack out a total of 8 hits, but it was the unlikeliest of duos who hadn't homered. Both guys had not homered since an April 27th game against the Kansas City Royals. Escobar, a leadoff home run at the bottom of the first inning. Simmons, a leadoff home run in the second, and Andrelton adding his second home run against Colby Lewis, the last batter that Lewis faced. And that's all the Angels would need today. 3 solo home runs to pick up the victory as Weaver picks up the W. Lewis takes the loss in his return off the disabled list. Simba, the hero this afternoon as the Angels pick up that final game. He's down on the field with Alex Curry.
Andrelton, congratulations on your first multi-home run game with the Angels. Now you've officially tripled your home run total this season. How does it feel to now be known as a power hitter?
It just feels good to drive the ball with authority, help the team get some big runs, and happy they ended up being runs that helped us win the game.
And Jared Weaver continues to battle for this team. What's it mean to have that consistent veteran on the mound every 5 days?
Man, he's the funnest pitcher to play behind, man. He goes out there and he puts 100% every single time. And he just battles. He grinds with whatever he has that day, and you got to admire that.
Now, is there any added emotion to win a game on a day like today, remembering all those lives from 9/11?
Man, this is a special day. Oh. Yeah, it's a special day, and we're glad we played that game at home and got the victory.
Well, congratulations on avoiding the sweep and your first multi-home run game with the Angels.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. The Angels pick up Game 3 and avoid the sweep on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, thanks to Simmons' first multi-home run game and an outstanding start from Jared Weaver. Stick around for Angels Live next.